Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's another big cool week full of great stuff. Got to start with the DC guys because like last week and every week this month, they've got cool 3D covers for all their books. Can you see the lenticularness there? That's Batman, Batgirl, Birds of Prey, super cool. Constantine, slap it on the Dr. Fate helmet there. Love me some Dr. Fate. Green Lantern Corps, super cool. All the DC books this month have self-contained single issue one-shot stories, jump-in points that tie into their weekly New 52 series. They come in 2D and 3D. The 3D ones are only $1 more at $3.99. I think it's quite a deal. I think the covers are super cool. That's Suicide Squad with Harley on the cover. You know you gotta have that one. Superboy, cool. World's Finest, been one of my favorite DCs for a while. Like I say, all cool 3D covers, self-contained one-shots, all your favorite titles. So if there's a DC book you've been passing up, now's the time to jump in. And they all kind of relate to this one. This is New 52 Future's End, the big across the DCU weekly title. All of those 3D books take place 5 years in the future to show you what happens as a result of all that fun stuff. And of course, Batman Eternal, the other weekly book, keeps right on rocking every week. Superman Unchained, with stellar art by Jim Lee, awesome script by Jeff Johns. The book doesn't come out all that often. This one's only number 8. It's your next to last issue, but I know you've been dying for it because everything from Jim Lee is super awesome. Got the other 7 issues in stock if you've been on the moon and have missed out. Superman Unchained is really cool. And Astro City is your DC Vertigo book of the week. You know I always talk about Astro City because it's awesome. Kurt Busiek's a great writer, and like a lot of things, it's worth the cover price just for those Alex Ross covers. Really, really great stuff. Big week for the Marvel guys, too. Death of Wolverine keeps on going. It's weekly, so last week was number 1. This is number 2. They'll keep coming every week this month. There will be other tie-ins. Super, super popular. This book was huge last week. Still got a couple of number 1s left if you get here early. Everybody likes the Canuckster. Magneto. This is your first March to Axis book. It's been one of the bigger ones of the all-new Marvel Now launch. Everybody likes bad guy books, and Magneto's pretty darn cool. So you can catch up on that one. And X-Force rounds out your X stuff for the week. Amazing Spider-Man has been huge. This is number 6. I've got a few of the first 5 issues in stock. Again, if you get here fast. This book's been a lot of fun. Of course, it picks up after Superior Spider-Man and Peter Parker's back. That's good stuff. Edge of Spider-Verse number 1 starts this week. This will be showing you all kinds of different Spider-Men from the multiverse of the Marvel Universe. This one's Spider-Man Noir. Super cool. Avengers 34.1. This is your jump-in point after the original Sin stuff. So if you haven't been following the book, you've been looking for a place to jump into the core Avengers title, this is it. Cool Hyperion cover. You can read more about that in our newsletter this week. Along with Avengers Undercover. I've been saying this one's probably flying under your radar, but this book's really cool. Got some new and interesting characters, not the same old that you might expect from an Avengers book, so check that one out. It's been a lot of fun. And Fantastic Four, one of my favorite Marvels. Been talking about this one for a little while. You can read more about it in our newsletter. Oh, my man Reed Richards is not having a good day in that issue. Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. 2 more of the hot books from the all-new Marvel Now launch. Miss Marvel sells like crazy, and you've probably been seeing it all over the internet, so grab the new issue. That's Lockjaw on the cover. Find out what all the hubbub's about. Speaking of hubbub, there's your new issue of Hawkeye. Another one that runs a little late, but you guys been waiting for it because it's awesome. Great covers for that book. Deadpool out this week. Inhuman. What's going on with Medusa's hair there? And New Warriors rounds out your Marvel stuff for the week. Along with a couple of Bendis books. Here's Powers Bureau with Mr. Oeming. These guys are awesome. And United States of Murder, Inc. Both of Bendis's creator-owned titles out this week, so if you're a big fan, you're going to be looking to pick those up. Cool week for my friends at Dark Horse. You know I love talking about the Mike Mignola stuff. This is the new issue of Abe Sapien. This is your jump-in point for Abe. If now's the time you're finally going to listen to me and start picking up some BPRD, Abe is a book to grab. Another Mignola, Baltimore, out this week. Doesn't tie in with the Hellboy stuff, but it is creepy cool like all the Mignola stuff. Vampire hunting and whatnot, like some Baltimore. And Prometheus is your other Dark Horse book for the week. They're really ramping up the Alien, Predator, Prometheus stuff, filling in for their Star Wars books. So if you're an AVP fan like I am, now's the time to check out some cool Dark Horse stuff. Huge week for the Image guys. Some of the biggest books they have. Walking Dead needs no introduction. You're waiting for that one. You know it's coming out today. You're already in line for it. But they've got others too. East of West, number 15. Hey Drew, this is that Western you were asking me about the other day. Check out East of West because it's super cool. I love Westerns. Lazarus is another huge book from Image. They've got some of the best writers in comics right now. That one's Greg Rucka. This one, Velvet, is Ed Brubaker. You know I love Brubaker from his Winter Soldier stuff, from Gotham Central. Velvet's really awesome. Great art in that book too. And Morning Glories. I told you all their big books are out this week. Lots of cool stuff from the Image guys. Tough to pick my Dynamite book this week, so I had to pick two. Magnus Robot Fighter is super awesome. I've loved Magnus since the old Valiant days. I went back and picked up the old 60s stuff, the Gold Key stuff that's really awesome. Magnus Robot Fighter is classic science fiction, so pick that up and enjoy. My other one is $6 Million Man, because like Astro City, I can't pass up anything with an Alex Ross cover. You gotta love $6 Million Man. And Marvel's got both of my kids' books. The Falcon graces the cover of Avengers Assemble. Going to be a lot of talk about this guy in the next few weeks. And Ultimate Spider-Ham is my other kids' book because I love me some Peter Porker. And if you don't know who Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham is, you definitely got to pick that book up because it's awesome and hilarious. Lots of great stuff this week, so check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.